Good morning and welcome back to the Unloved JDM channel, or welcome to the Unloved JDM channel if it's your first time here. Now, this Lexus LS 430, I think it's an LS, might be a GS, I'll put it on the screen, whatever it is. I bought this last month and it's been sat here over Christmas, over December, and I keep looking at it thinking, I'd like to do something with it, but what? Now, it came in this purple that you'll see a little bit closer in a second, but what if that's not the best colour for it? Now, I also had the idea of doing it black. What if that's not the best colour for it? Question is, what would you do? And this is where it gets interesting. We're giving you the chance to win this car for just £1. Now, it's not quite that simple though. You can win the car and we can paint it any colour that you choose. So if you think that it would look better in red or green or blue or black, tell us that. And that's the colour we'll do it for if you're going to be the winner of this car. There's a lot of terms and conditions all on our website, which is where you can buy the tickets for this car, which is UnlovedJDM.com. But let me show you a little bit more of the car and show you what you're potentially getting into. This is a good thing. So let me give you a bit of an insight to the inside of this car and some details about it on why you should at least enter to try and win this. This car is already low on coilovers, which we have adjusted. If you saw our first video on this car, we readjusted them since because we went a little bit too crazy on the front end. It will slam if you want it to, but yes, it will rub the bodywork, as you can probably see on the front right corner there. The interior though, this is the place to be in this car. Now this is a V8, as I say, it's a cruiser. But it does get down when you want it to. It has, allegedly, I haven't tried this, a top speed of 155 miles an hour, which is a fair bit for a car like this. I know what you're thinking. You'd like to hear it start up. This is a 4.3 litre V8, as I say, with no exhaust on it. It sounds a bit like this. Now, we're not going to change anything on the interior. I kind of like how it is in here. It came with all this little artist like airbrushing type work, and I quite like it. Maybe it's dipped, maybe it's wrapped, not entirely sure. But what I do know, the rear seats in this car are heated massage seats, I believe. It's also got a fridge in the back. It's got independent radio. It's got independent air conditioning. So if you've got kids or if you've just got passengers that like to sit in the back, this is the car for them as well. Maybe encourage them to buy a ticket, because then if they win it, they can let you drive it and then they can run in the back of it. Just a thought. But it is one heck of a spec car with a sunroof in it, and it's really, really good to drive. As I say, it is a V8, but it's got an automatic gearbox, so it is a brilliant, and I mean brilliant, cruiser. Another little bonus about this car, it's got one heck of a lot of boot space. It is massive in there. I think we proved that in the first video when we first got the car. Now, as I said, we've got a little bit of work to do on it. We've got a few lights on the dashboard to deal with, nothing drastic. We've got a few bits and pieces to deal with, nothing drastic. And as I say, the exhaust will be on it as well. But the one thing that you get to choose when you win this car is the colour. You can pick a colour, as I say, you can choose whatever you want to do with it, but that's the colour that we'll do it in at your request. Now, let's have a look a little bit more of the outside. Now, of course, we've got some bits to do between now and then, but the car itself is a running, driving machine. It's a brilliant little car. It was built by somebody on YouTube. I'll try and find the details for that, which is why it was done the way it was done, the metallic purple with the flake in it and the little pinstripes on it and stuff like that. But we're going to do it slightly different based on what you want to do. Now, the things that we are going to definitely do is we need to put an exhaust on this, because it's got no exhaust after the cats currently so far, and to do an MOT, which it also needs, it needs an exhaust for obvious reasons. So we're going to work our way through that over January, and the closing date for this is on the screen right there. So you're going to be able to get entered for it for just £1. So make sure you get yourselves in there, get yourselves a ticket. If you want to be with a chance of winning this thing for £1 and you get to come here and pick it up from us when it's all done in your colour of your choice, make sure you get in the link below. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you are subscribed, and we'll see you in the next video.